Picture a tiny island nation so small you could drive across it in a few hours. Yet today it stands among the richest countries in the world. That place is Singapore, smaller than New York City, but with wealth per person rivaling major powers. In just 6 decades, Singapore transformed from a colonial trading outpost to a global financial center. Leaders around the world look to it as a blueprint for building prosperity and innovation. But how exactly did this remarkable transformation happen? And can Singapore's success continue into the future? Let's rewind and break it down. In 1965, Singapore became an independent country and faced a stark reality. It had no natural resources. For many, this would have been an impossible starting point. There was nothing to export, no oil, no minerals, just people and a strategic location. The key leaders of that moment, especially Lee Kuan Yew, looked at this challenge with a clear strategy. Singapore would not rely on nature. It would rely on people, systems, and planning. Rather than giving up, they focused on building manufacturing and jobs first. They used Singapore's location at the crossroads of major seas to become a global shipping hub. That was only the beginning. Lee knew manufacturing was just a stepping stone. To create lasting wealth, Singapore needed strong systems and infrastructure. They built a transparent legal framework where businesses could operate confidently. They created a stable, corruption-free government that attracted investment. They invested in world-class public transportation and healthcare. Singapore became a predictable place for business. By the 1980s, Singapore began shifting from manufacturing to financial services. This would become Singapore's greatest source of prosperity. Singapore learned from financial powerhouses like the US and UK. The country liberalized financial markets with lighter regulation. Over 4,200 multinational companies chose to base their regional headquarters here. Singapore's corporate tax was kept very competitive, just 17% and lower in many cases. This made the country extremely attractive for global companies. Lee's successor, Goh Chok Tong, continued this economic focus. The economy shifted toward knowledge, creativity, and entrepreneurship. In 2004, Lee Hsien Loong, Lee Kuan Yew's son, became the next leader. He realized Singapore needed to be even more attractive to retain business and wealth. With its prime location, Singapore began to build itself into a destination. Starting in the 1970s, the country expanded land through reclamation. New land wasn't just offices and apartments. It hosted entertainment hubs too. Singapore even brought in the thrilling Formula One night race. Integrated resorts and casinos were welcomed to boost tourism. At the same time, China and India were booming, bringing more wealthy visitors. Wealthy visitors came to enjoy nightlife and also park their money. Under Lee Hsien Loong's leadership, Singapore's assets under management jumped from $420 billion to $3.6 trillion by 2022. Property prices soared. Young Singaporeans struggled to buy homes. Many required long-term mortgages just to afford space in the city. Land near landmarks was worth more than entire regions overseas. Singapore became a hotspot for high-end collectors and luxury spending. Luxury memberships, premium golf clubs, and elite services grew rapidly. But success came with criticism too. Some critics say Singapore restricts freedom of speech and media. Opposing voices say protests are heavily limited. Citizens sometimes feel foreign workers take too many jobs. Housing and cost of living have climbed sharply. Singapore's aging population also raises concerns about future workforce growth. Even though inequality stats improved, some residents feel left behind. Today, Singapore faces a new chapter in leadership. Lawrence Wong, praised for handling COVID-19, brings a relatable leadership style. He aims to keep what works while guiding Singapore through change. The challenge is to uphold success while managing social discontent. Singapore must stay competitive in tech and innovation. The goal is to protect quality of life while promoting economic growth. Singapore's transformation teaches lessons in strategy and long-term thinking. From colonial port to global finance hub, this journey is remarkable. Strategic leadership built systems that attracted global capital. Open markets and smart policies fueled expansion. Adaptability to global trends kept Singapore relevant. No model is perfect, but Singapore's rise is a case study worth studying. What part of Singapore's transformation surprised you most? Comment down below your thoughts on Singapore's growth strategy. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe for more deep dives. We cover world economics, history, and global success stories. Stay tuned for more stories that explain how nations rise and evolve. See you in the next video.